Or so. Let's start with the weather, and let's look at one place colder than us. Ely this morning got down to 50 below zero for a wind chill. I'm not sure it's normally hopping this time of morning, but yeah, it doesn't look terribly busy to start the day. It's 27 below for the air temperature there right now. Wind has settled, so no wind chill for the moment. 35 degrees below zero up in Bemidji. These are air temperatures, by the way. We're not even looking at wind chill right now. 9 below here in the cities. That is our coldest temperature so far this winter. And a chance it could get even colder next week. We do have sunshine today. I think we'll see a little bit of that cloud cover out west slide through, but mostly sunny. And temperatures climbing to 5 whole degrees above zero this afternoon. A little bit better tomorrow. Sunday's interesting. Actually got a good chance of snow. Sunday night into Monday. It seemed like every storm has missed us so far this winter. I don't think we're going to miss that one. Sunday into Monday, a chance for plowable snow into the Twin Cities. So we'll be watching that one all weekend long. Some schools are delayed or closed again today because of the extreme cold. We do have a full list at wcco.com/closings if you want to click over and check on that. The U.S. Pond Hockey Championship, they canceled their youth night last night because of the frigid wind chills. They didn't want 10 and 5-year-olds out there skating in this. This weekend's events on Lake Nokomis, though, are still a go. A new study might put you on the defensive this morning. What do you think of this? A new survey found that Minnesota is the 6th worst state in the country for drivers. The study used data from each state that include the number of accidents, speeding tickets, DUIs, citations, and fatalities. So we're number 6, the 6th worst in the country. Wisconsin's better. They're number 17. The worst drivers apparently are in Maine. The best aren't too far away in Michigan. What do you think? Does Minnesota have bad drivers? Or do you want to point at somebody else and say, no, they're really bad here? If you're watching on Facebook, hi, happy Friday. Leave a comment. Let us know who you think is a worse driver than we are. And we'll read through some of those in a couple of minutes. Feel free to name names. Okay, breaking news this morning. Roger Stone has been arrested in Florida. He's an associate of President Donald Trump. Special counsel Robert Mueller's office has charged him with witness tampering and obstruction. Stone is scheduled to make a court appearance later today. He's been under scrutiny for months, but has maintained his innocence. This is day 35 of the partial government shutdown. Today, 800,000 federal employees will miss another paycheck. One of them is Mallory Lorgie from River Falls, Wisconsin. She works for the Fish and Wildlife Service. Lorgie has diabetes and says she cut back on taking insulin to avoid falling deeper into debt.
I just decided to risk it, and I went to bed knowing full well that there's a possibility that I wouldn't wake up. But I was more terrified of going further into debt than I was of the possibility of dying in my sleep.
Lorgie started a GoFundMe page. She did raise enough money to stock her fridge with insulin. Other unpaid workers have had to turn to food banks. Senators voted down 2 bills to reopen the government yesterday. Colorado Senator Michael Bennet got heated during the debate. The Democrat first accused Ted Cruz of crying crocodile tears, and then he ripped into the president.
This idea that he was going to build a medieval wall across the southern border of Texas, take it from the farmers and ranchers that were there, and have the Mexicans pay for it, isn't true. That's why we're here.
Bennett is known for his calm demeanor, so that reaction out of him yesterday, quite surprising. Talks to reopen the government will continue today, but the White House says President Trump will not accept a short-term deal unless it includes, quote, a large down payment for his border wall. Great news out of North Carolina this morning. A missing 3-year-old boy has been found alive 2 days after he disappeared. Authorities say Casey Hathaway was calling for his mom when rescuers found him. Doctors checked him out and he is doing okay. Twins Fest starts today at Target Field. This will give fans a chance to meet current and former players, plus new manager Rocco Baldelli. Spring training in sunny Florida, now just 3 weeks away. Maybe a good distraction from today's cold. And this is cool. The Twins are offering free tickets to federal workers. Tom Brady is going to be in his 9th Super Bowl a week from Sunday, but the greatest of all time does have his critics, including a 10-year-old in Kentucky. That's Ace Davis, who somehow won his science fair with this project called Is Tom Brady a Cheater? Now, far be it from me to criticize a 10-year-old. NFL Draft Diamonds reports that Ace tested some footballs with his mom and sister, charted the results. His conclusion, very scientific. The Patriots were found guilty of doctoring footballs, thus losing $1 million and future draft picks. Ace says Tom Brady is indeed a cheater. Disagree, Ace. Okay, take a look at this. You see those gator snouts sticking out of the ice? Yeah, there's a full-size gator underneath there. It looks like they're frozen there, but they actually do this on purpose. It's called brumation. It's a sort of hibernation that cold-blooded animals use to survive these freezing temperatures. We've kind of been having fun with the cold this morning. A couple of comments coming in on Twitter. This one from Mary McGuire. Let's go to the tag board here, pointing out that the North Pole is indeed quite a bit warmer than we are. So there is that. That's always fun. Times like this when the North Pole or Mars is warmer than we are. All right, let's get back to today's talker. This idea that Minnesotans are the 6th worst drivers in the country. New survey out there puts us at number 6, Wisconsin at 17, saying Maine has the worst drivers in the country and Michigan has the best. WCCO's digital manager Eric Henderson is here. What are people saying?
It's kind of hard to tell if they're actually just saying where they're watching from or if they're citing other states as the worst drivers, but we do have one from Kurt Coolers that says Florida hands down.
So that's my opinion as well. Having driven in many states, people are flying all over the place in Florida and don't really seem to have any interest in turn signals or lanes. Maybe there are fewer crashes there because they don't have the sort of weather we have to drive in. But yeah, those people drive like nuts.
Jana Cole says, I believe Minneapolis-St. Paul drivers are by far better than other big cities I've been. Rural areas, not so good. Seems everyone makes their own rules there.
You get out in the country and you kind of just go as fast as you want to go. I can see that for sure.
Yeah. And Wes Huntington says this stupid cold needs to go away.
Yeah, and you know, that cold can make for slick roads too. Even just the exhaust from your car can create ice on the road. So slick conditions, let's do better on this list next year. Let's have fewer crashes. Everybody stay safe today and through the weekend, especially with that snow coming Sunday into Monday. That's it for now. This has been the 734, our first week here on WCCO. If you haven't already done this, make us part of your morning routine. Make us your home for mobile news. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Until then, be nice to each other on the internet.